Good afternoon, my friends. Thanks for coming back and stopping by the channel. To get right at it, we have here a 10 by 10 gold armor tarp. And I had another video lined up for this week, but I watched another review on a tarp just like this, gold armor 10 by 10. It was new, and the quality of it, the rating, and this guy is very knowledgeable about gear, and he said it was extremely poor. He wouldn't take it out in anything other than sunny conditions. This one is 3 years old, and I want to see if they've changed manufacturing processes or what. And that's something you have to be careful of. You buy gear and you are like, I love this piece of gear, mine finally wore out, I'm going to buy another piece of gear just like it and I'll be perfectly happy. You have to be extremely careful about that, because they will change manufacturing processes. What was good a year ago may not even be the same quality. They're selling it as the same, but it's completely different. So I'm going to set this up real quick, and then we're going to go over the tarp somewhat and take a look at it. And the main reason why I'm setting this up today is there is a storm coming. It's our first winter storm of the year. Yeehaw, finally. I'm looking forward to some cooler weather. So here we are. We have it all set up. Now the gentleman in his tarp, he got 4 of these guy lines, which are good guy lines, decent, long, adjustable. And it came with, but only 4 pegs, just like the one he had. And they're the nice aluminum pegs. But I went ahead and used all 6 guy lines, and I had a couple of shepherd hook stakes that I used on those. Now this tarp is made out of 4 different panels that are sewn together, which is a potential problem. It has plenty of tie-out points. I like these tie-out points, and these are fairly sturdy, but they're small. I noticed that's something different on the new tarps. It still has these, but they look cheap and crummy. The reinforcements look good. Now this is single stitch. Well, it's stitched through the edge as well. So they feel fairly strong. These poles are just my One Tigress poles that I use a lot. Yeah, so we have storms coming. I mean, this material, to me, it feels good. I have a feeling they've changed their manufacturing process, and you'll never get this tarp again like this, but I don't know that. It's not a bad little setup, if I do say so myself. I'd sleep under that. Could use a little bit more adjusting. To be like that. Take care of that in a second. So we'll see. My curiosity is it just going to rip into pieces? And if it starts raining, I'm going to come down here and see if it leaks, which is another big deal. There's no seam tape. Well, it would be on the inside. It has been seam taped. There's seam tape on here. So let's see if it leaks. We'll give that a day. See if we can get some weather on this tarp. Now just doing a little update. This is the next day. We're taking a look at the Gold Armor tarp. We actually had quite a bit of wind yesterday. Stakes still look good. Got a little sag in the tarp, but that's to be expected. Let's get under here and see what it looks like. Look at these tape seams. I don't see any leaks. Oh, there's one. There's water coming through this seam over here. I saw a drip. There's a little drip right there. It's coming through right here. Right at one of the grommets. But it's just running down the inside of the tarp. I mean, it wouldn't have dripped on you. The ground's a little bit wet, but I think that's understandable. We've had quite a bit of wind. I think for a relatively inexpensive tarp that it's done remarkably well. Yeah, it's definitely dripping right. You can see where that towel point is. It's not stitched or taped quite right. It's alright, I'm not even going to mess with it. Just going to let my setup. Well, we got a pretty good wind out here right now hitting it inside. I may come tighten it up later. So Gold Armor, I think they have definitely changed their manufacturing process. This is at least 3 years old. And while this was never a high-end tarp, excuse me, it's not a high-end tarp, but it's doing well. Now I've seen other people use this tarp in pretty good weather, but I wouldn't do it now. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to leave it up and probably come out here. If it quits or rips in half or whatever, then I'll come back. Hey, check it out. A coat. It is cold enough out here to necessitate a coat. About 40 degrees, amazing difference. I was sweating yesterday and it's 40 degrees today. I love it. But the rains are pretty much all gone, and the winds are still blowing, but they've died down. This tarp's held up very well in my opinion, but this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. What was good yesterday, which I looked back and I bought this tarp 2 years ago, it might not be the same piece of equipment today. So if you are going to buy a piece of equipment, always to look for the most recent reviews and make the best decision that you can. My opinion is, would I use this tarp? Yes, absolutely. I am going to fix that one drip that I found. I know where it's at. I'm going to put some more seam seal on that, and I think this tarp will be good to go. But anyway, that's all I have. Till next time, we will see y'all later. Y'all take care.